Alright everyone, so I'm here today to talk about, well, you probably already know what I'm going to talk about, because if you clicked on this video, you obviously probably read the title and seen the thumbnail, and you know that I've just recently killed my very first black bear. And I gotta say, I could not be more excited about this. If you've seen the last video, you probably already seen that I got my big buck I was after, and after killing this bear, I'm feeling nothing short of blessed. So in this video, I'm gonna be going over the story of how it all went down, how it happened, and I didn't get a ton of footage because it all kind of happened quickly and everything, and we were going back and forth. We were actually hunting with the use of dogs, so I'll explain all of that and everything. So hopefully you'll still enjoy the video, and thank you so much. Alright, so one of the first things I want to actually tell you about is how you actually dog hunt. And I didn't really know a ton about it. I've dog hunted a few times, you know, after rabbits and everything. But after learning how you bear hunt, it's kind of just the same as rabbit hunt. You see my dog there. He's in the camera shot. Just ignore him. But pretty much how you bear hunt with dogs compared to rabbit hunting with dogs is just like the same, except the rabbit is about 300 pounds. About the same, right? So pretty much when you dog hunt, you have, we had a big group of guys. We had about, I don't know, the first day we probably had a group of 10, 15 guys, and we all rode around probably, I'm gonna say maybe 6 or 7 different trucks, and everybody had their own dogs and everything in their dog boxes, and you put them out, you try to put them out on a fresh track, as fresh as you can find. That way you have fresh scent that the dogs can track and eventually find the bear. And what happens is once the dogs actually get on the bear, they may run them for a long time, but your overall objective is to try to get that bear to either bay or tree. And baying meaning that the bear actually stops, the dogs are all around it, and they keep it in a certain area, and time enough for you to actually get in there and try to put the bear down. Or the bear actually goes up a tree, all the dogs are at the base of the tree, and that way you can kind of get in there and you know, dispatch the bear as easily and as quickly as possible. And the best thing that happens is when the dog actually, Trigger, you want some love. So the best thing that happens is whenever the bear will actually tree. But yeah, like I was saying, the best thing that happen is that a bear will tree, so that way you can get a certain person to, you know, shoot the bear, or whoever's the one that is actually meant to harvest it. So getting out there, day number 1 is actually going to be October 15th. This is the opening day of black bear season in the western region of North Carolina. Actually back here where I live at, in the northwestern region, there is no black bear season currently in. It doesn't come in until mid-November. So that's why we had to get up there, and we were trying to get up there opening day to increase our pretty much just odds of getting a bear, because you know there's a bunch of other hunters out there as well. So we were out there opening day trying to get the fresh pick, I guess you'd say. So October 15th, the morning, we wake up really early, we get us some breakfast, and we'll head to the property as quickly as we can. We get up there right as the sun's coming up, and it's actually kind of cloudy, so the sun wouldn't really like shining through. But we get up there and we turn out some dogs, and actually they start running at first, but it turns out that it was just what was called a tail race, where the dogs are really excited and they get to chasing each other, and they just kind of start just, you know, just like I guess what you saw, like racing each other. And there was no bear involved in that chase though. Unfortunately, we were not able to get any bear whatsoever on the first day, but Tuesday was a new day, so all we could do was hope for better results. Okay, so pretty much I had a very small window to hunt. I was only going to allow myself to miss Monday and Tuesday of school because I try to keep my grades up really high, and it's because I do that that I could even miss these 2 days. But I had to be back at school on Wednesday, so we had planned on leaving Tuesday evening. So Tuesday morning comes around, I was bound determined to try to get me a bear, and wound up succeeding at that. Okay, so October 16th rolls around. That's Tuesday morning. We knew we were going to try to get one as best we could. So we get out there really early. We get actually leave the house well before daylight and get on the property right as the sun's coming up. And we got excited. The dogs actually struck a bear. We got on the track and everything, and we actually turned the dogs out as early as we could. And those dogs were actually able to get on that bear and get it treed right at daylight and everything. So we were super excited, and we knew we had one treed, and we tried to get in there as quickly as we could. All right, so going in there at first, it was a long, it felt like a long hike in there, even though it was only about 250 yards. Just that the steep elevations made things kind of a challenge to get to that bear. But thankfully, I was with an experienced bunch of boys, and they knew the land very well, and they were able to help me get through there pretty easily. We got down through there, and at first, when we first seen the bear, we didn't think it was very big. I think they have to be, I'm not sure what the minimum is. I think it's like 75 pounds for a minimum size black bear. But once we kind of examined the bear, we got and walked around it, and we were actually able to get a better look at it. We've seen, oh, that was a better sized bear. He was plenty mature enough to harvest. So that's when I got excited. I knew it was a good one. I knew I wanted it, and I'll show you some footage of actually what happened once we got that bear and got all the dogs away from it for me to take a shot.
He got it. Here, video it on my phone. Here, video it on my phone too. Here, Lex, you're in video.
So what pretty much wound up happening was, once I actually made the first shot on the bear and it hit the ground, we actually later found out that that was a heart shot that I made on the bear, hitting it clean through the vitals. But even when the bear hit the ground, it had to be shot again, just to make sure that it was cleanly dispatched and everything. It was not going to harm any dogs or anything once they kind of ran up to it. All right. So my overall experience from this trip was just amazement. After getting that bear, it was just it wasn't as long a ride home as it would have been if I hadn't got anything. It's just incredible getting to meet the group of guys I hunted with. They were all mostly about from my age, and getting to talk with all of them. They've just been in the woods and on the water all their lives, and really connected with all of them. So I hope you really enjoyed this video, and thank you so much. I'll see you next time.